And let's see what else we can find in this room. Okay, so we have a table, we have a pencil that we can take, some other documentary. It's more or less about the history. I don't really know, I never read it, but maybe I should. And we also have another pack of documents, some orders, notifications, and once again we have something that catches our eyes, and it's a number written by hand. So also note this, that you saw something, some digits written in some sort of document, and I guess it will be used later in the game. We also have a calendar of some sort, and as we can see, today is mostly 8th of March and it's Sunday. So that's good to know, I guess. What else we can do? We cannot see the map, there's nothing here, and it actually seems like a projector because it has lens and it has a wide screen, whiteboard or something like that. So, but as you can see, we cannot do anything with it right now. None of our items work and so on, so we'll get later to it. Okay, another interesting thing is a big, huge actual radio, and let's turn it on. I don't know if you will hear me now, maybe. And it's actually is a second puzzle that you need to solve, and every piece of documentation we already saw gives us a little clue on what to do. So I don't know, will I find it? No, I guess it's not in my list. But if you remember, on the information board outside of this room, we found a attention notice that all government stuff will be broadcasted under these frequencies. So this actually is one bit of information to solve this puzzle.
Radio's working, except for the range switch.
Okay, and we never opened this.
A strange closet.
Yeah, and as I said, in some puzzles he says some sort of information that it's useful for us. In this case he said that okay, it's looks like an empty closet, but it's strange, so something's not right. Okay, and we find a work schedule for March, and if you remember the calendar, today is March. I don't remember the day, but it's Sunday, and as you can see, we have some cities in here, and if you look at the radio again, you can see that the stations are actually the cities. So what we have radio. We know that we will be broadcasting in this frequency, and we actually have some cities which should be like working on Sunday, and you can go now with the range knob from all of them, but I will spoil it and will say that you need to tune it to Novosibirsk, and so just leave it here, turn on the radio and press the required frequency. it seems nothing actually happened, but if we open the closet, bam, a secret door opened. And I actually don't like these sort of puzzles because there is no information that, okay, you did good and now you can search for other stuff. And this one I actually searched in YouTube myself because I just didn't thought to connect this closet with a radio. I knew what to do. I knew that I need to select the frequency. I saw some connection with cities and the date of that day, but I actually never looked in the closet. So yeah. Okay, and we go in. And once again, let's look around the room. So we open the shelf of books and we just put our mouse cursor on every item, and okay, we can see something here. And it seems there is nothing more here, so just leave it. We also see something on table. We take everything. Okay, another piece of document that has some description of some sort of chemicals, I guess, because as you can see, a colorless liquid with no strongly pronounced odor, it affects human nervous system, blah 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 blah. So it seems like some sort list of chemical descriptions, and oh, it's good to get, I guess. We also have a table.
I hope you are familiar with the security procedures at this facility. And, as a conscience...
Okay, another cutscene. It seems these cutscenes are like from his memory. So, I watch them, they are quite, well, good made, I guess. Okay, another piece of information. A bit more. Seems some sort of dossier. I don't know, maybe it's about me. I actually also never read it, and it was a problem for me because I didn't read all the documents carefully, so I didn't know what to do in some places, but eventually I figured it out or watched some stuff on YouTube and internet. Okay, we took another, it seems it's cigarette case, another cigarette case from up here. And it seems nothing else is interest for us. We have a locked shelf, a locked door.
I've never seen anything like this before, but it's most likely a pneumatic tube dispatch system. But it looks like it has zero pressure.
Yeah, so if you don't recognize what it is, it's like a internal mail and package service. You put a seal container in the tube and it travels to other side of the facility or something like that. But I guess you should know, you should have seen it in some supermarkets or something like that. Okay, so we took another box from the table again, so we have now 4 cigarette cases, some document as well, and this is quite clearly that we need to remember 1,4 kilohertz frequency or 1400 hertz. It says voice detected, and it's like, well, you can see it's like marked, so we definitely need to remember that. And once again, all your documents are stored here, so you can see them later in the game anytime. Some more documents and some sort of stand with contacts. And it has a cable running down. So if we follow that cable, it actually is not quite visible, but it mostly ends to this safe. We have two cables running, and if you look closely, there is some sort of rip in one of the cables. You can see closely that they are ripped off, disconnected. So, logical thinking, you will not be able to open the safe until you repair this cable and do something with this box, but we don't have any tools to rip. Sorry about that. We have no any tools to repair that, so let's just leave it alone for right now. Okay, so we collected a bunch of stuff, but we actually don't know what to do with it right now. We also can see some sort of laboratory beneath from the window, and as you can see in this half of the window we can press.
The air duct has a marking on it, 71V.
Yeah, and he wouldn't say anything if it wouldn't be irrelevant with our puzzle, so there will be no actual document printed in your log or something like that, but you need to remember these 71V markings. It will be handy later. Well, not critical part, but it would be much easier if you would remember that. Now this would be a bit tricky to find, because I actually forgot one thing that we should do. It's back in our first room actually, when we turned on the light, actually it got a bit brighter, and now we can see some stuff that we didn't before that. So we the wrong door, so we should return. Eventually you would found it, because when you don't have anything to do in the room, you just try to go in the new places or to the old places. Maybe there's something new now, and it's actually an all point and click game, so you should be familiar with that.
I'm trying to remember where I saw you before. I've seen you somewhere. I don't understand yet why you're here.
What was that? Someone just talked to me over the loudspeaker. Hey! Can you hear me? Are you talking to me? I just want to get out of here.
Okay, I also skipped this cutscene, and from time to time when you advance you will hear this creepy voice, which will be telling some sort of like riddles or stuff like that, and if you want, just listen to them. I just skipped it because of the time. So we return to our first room we were at, and actually what else we can do is we can click on the phone here. Missed it. Never mind, it's not relevant, just some information or white noise if I remember correctly, which doesn't help us. And now we can see that we have access to the table and to this lock here. It's actually a key from the room that the projector is in, so maybe I didn't forget it. Maybe you can just unlock it after that, so not a big deal. Okay, and we have now a projector, a flashlight, sorry, without batteries. It's a shame. We have pliers and some duct tape. Adhesive tape. Okay, so in English they mean two different words. Okay, so maybe I missed something else here. Yeah, radio engineering. Sorry, forgot how it's called. Magazine, yeah, magazine. Then actually, when I was little, I had few of them, the actual ones, and yeah, the illustrations and